Right back at you, right back at you. Hope the volume is good. Got a different pair of headsets on, so I'm hoping my volume is good. This is a new product for real TV. I'm getting my walk on. You see what the title says: Suicide Kids. Our kids are suicidal, one way or another. I'm gonna tell you why, because I spoke to some this morning. But let me get a shout out to the For Real team. Get a shout out to my brother Seti, who helps me out all the way he can, all the way in all the ways he can. My brother's up in Cincinnati that works with me, Mike and Will, and everyone that's here in Cleveland. You know who you are. I count on my hand, on one hand, and but it is what it is. So just hey, Allan, what's going on? So talking about suicidal kids. And when I say suicidal kids, yeah, hit that thumbs up for me. When I say suicidal kids, it's not all the time saying they want to do something to themselves. When the little brothers say they want to do things to other brothers, or your mom passed. Okay, I'm gonna give you a call. Once I leave the park, my brother, I'm gonna give you a call and give your family my condolences. How are you? And trying to get some people some time to get into the building. But brother Allan, give you my condolences. And give a shout out to everybody out there in YouTube world, all brothers and sisters around the world, and the people that's really doing the work. You know, I'm really at my wits end with dealing with a lot of selfish people. I mean, it's really a shame how the black man and woman has become me, me, me. They can care less about the babies or anybody else. They talk good, but when it comes time to do the walking, they're nowhere around. They're nowhere around. Okay? They're nowhere around. And I'm putting this live up right now. Um, I'm out of my yard this morning, and some little brother stopped to talk to me. And you can tell they've been out all night. And how you? And all right, my brother. And you can actually see it on their face. They troubled. Now I say these little brothers probably was about, I say 14. I think the oldest one probably was around 20, 21 at the most. And they was actually not just every one of them. They had different, things going on. But I had one or two of them saying they wanted to spray the block. They want to spin the block. Spin the block means spread, you know. And I asked the little brothers why you feel that way. And when they started to tell me why they felt that way, it was mostly hate for one another. I thought they were gonna say another group of young brothers up there making money on their corner or something. But it surprised me that it wasn't money didn't have anything to do with it. Money didn't have anything to do with it. And I asked the little brothers, why you feel that way? They said they didn't say it this way, but they actually felt they had nothing to live for. That's pretty much what the bottom line came out to be. The little brother that was about, I think it was another little brother that was about 19 to 20. I said about 18, 19. He said he had passed out, I think a day or two ago, and they picked him up in the street. He had passed out. He said they was asking him what day was it, what year was it, and he was saying, why were they asking him stupid questions like that? And I was telling him they was trying to make sure you was in your right mind when they brought you to. Now, what did he pass out on? I didn't ask. See, I let these little brothers give me the information they want to give me, and then I go deep on it. I dig in, but I'm not going to share everything that I got from these little brothers. But I'm sharing this. I made this video. This is really a shout out to all the so-called black men. And you heard what I said, so-called, because most of you ain't nothing but a bunch of beta males. I got beta males my age. I'm 62 years old. And I got beta males my age. Selfish little punks. Yeah, I said it. You got them old and young. They selfish little punks. And the reason why I say that, a man is supposed to try to upgrade his hood, community, or whatever you want to call it. But they're a bunch of beta males. They'll say things to you in your face that they're going to do and don't do anything. All they do is, all they do is do a lot of talking. They ain't going to break a egg on these. They ain't going to break a egg on these. Okay. But let me say this here. I have, the For Real team have a fish fry coming up on the 8th of August, which is Friday. All donations is going to book bags, school supplies, and then on the 23rd, we're gonna have a cookout, bouncy house for the kids, cookout and everything, where we're gonna give the book bags away. And the book bags will have school supplies already in them. So there'll be book bags with school supplies already in them on the 23rd, and you can come by, eat. You can come by, eat, bring the kids so they can play in the bouncy house, and you come by and get your meal. Come by, eat and drink with us. You know. So that's on the 23rd. 23rd, we'll be giving out the book bags. And also be a cookout too. So feel free to drop by, bring your kids to play in the bouncy house, and get you something to eat. And get you something to eat. Okay? But yeah, back to these babies, man. Um, what I got from them was desperate to survive. It's a shame when our kids is you got kids 14 to 15 years old and this is what they're thinking about. They're not thinking about going to school. They're not thinking about going to college. They're not even thinking about a job, period. They talking about spending the corner. And when I asked them why, most of it was out of jealousy and envy and things of that nature. It didn't even have anything to do with money. I know I keep saying money because when I was younger, everything was about money. Everything we did was about money. These young brothers today, they want to kill each other because somebody said something to them. Somebody looked at them a certain way. And you want to spend the block? All right, bro. And then when you spend the block, 9 times out of 10, you shoot everybody, but who besides who you were shooting at? The people you shooting at don't even get hit. You shoot all the innocent people, suicidal kids. That's suicidal. If you want to spend the block and kill some people that did really nothing to you, really pretty much in your mind, that's suicidal. But I talked to these young brothers for about an hour and a half, man. I stopped doing what I was doing. And we sat on my front stairs and we talked. And I can tell they've been up all night, man. I know how I look when you be up all night because I used to be up 3, 4 days. So I know what all night look like. I know how the skin look, how the eyes look. How are you? You know, I know all that. And I seen this in our kids, man. These are kids. We're losing our kids, man. And don't nobody care. It's like I'm the only one that cares. And that's a damn shame. I know a lot of organizations that say they care and don't do shit. Excuse my language. And don't do nothing. Because it makes me highly upset. Okay. I haven't been back into the juvenile detention center lately because they're going through they're making some changes. So we got I gotta wait till they finish making all the changes so we can readjust the time. So that's the only reason why I ain't been in there. No, I haven't quit going in. They going through a system change. I guess they're getting ready. Ain't no guess. They told me they system change, moving back to the fall. For back to school, for them to go back to school and things like that. There. So I had to wait for them to get that in order so I can adjust. Uh, so we can adjust my schedule and adjust my schedule to their schedule. So that's what that is. But suicidal kids, man. So that's what I'm saying. Suicidal kids. I talk to these kids, man. trying to get into their psyche. So I told them, this is what I told each and every one of them. After I hear what came out of each and every one's mouth, I try to hit each one as an individual, which is what I did. And I told them, you need to stop worried about what they are doing, and you need to focus on yourself. I said, little brother, you need to focus on yourself. Cause one little dude told me he have a baby. I think a little boy. And I told him, man, you ain't got time to be shucking a job. You got to get on your job and get a job. You got to do something. You can't be out here with them. You got a mouth to feed. And that's what I was telling him. You know, all right. But I'm just letting them know. You need to. I told each and every one of them, you need to focus on yourself. That's what you need to do. Y'all need to focus on yourselves right now. Get yourself together. Stop worried about what's going on the block up there when you're not really even a part of it. You're not a part of that block. You want to scream your hood, but don't own nothing in the hood. You want to claim your hood, but you don't own nothing in the hood. But not only that, I just told them you need to focus on yourself. You need to get you together. I told them they need to, you need to start in the mirror. I told them you need to start in the mirror. You need to look in the mirror and say, who am I and where am I headed? And I told them as of right now, each and every one of you headed to the penitentiary or in the ground. That's where you're headed. Penitentiary or in the ground. That's where you're headed. And that's what I told them. I told them you need to focus on yourself. You need to start in the mirror. Look in that mirror and find out, who am I? And then I told them, when you halfway figure that out, then you need to sit down and write a contract. You need to make a contract between you and you. That contract don't have anything to do with your mother, your father, your friends, your girlfriend, your sister, your brother. You need to sit down and make a contract with yourself. Me in this park right now is a part of my contract that I have with myself. It's a part of my contract that I have with myself for my health and my mental health, and my mental health. I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to everybody out there. Brother say, what's going on? You already know, King. You already know. I'm trying to save my babies, man. Not one. I want to save them all, you know? But yeah, suicidal kids, man. When I say suicidal, I'm not saying they want to kill themselves. But I'm telling you, a couple of little brothers talking about spinning the block. And I'm like, spin it for what? All right, bro. And I'm like, spin it for what? What's your grievance? What's your grievance? And it was all personal things. It wasn't even about business, no kind of money or nothing. Because of what what the guys had on, and how they looked at him. I don't even think they said nothing to him. you know. So that's all I'm saying. Suicidal kids, man, and it's a lot of people say they're gonna do this. How are you? There's a lot of people tell me they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. Don't do nothing but talk, man. I'm so sick of that, man. I'm so sick of the, I'm so sick of people in this town that has organizations like mine saying, we're gonna get together and do this and do that. Man, these man strictly about the dollar, man. They get that money, man, and don't do nothing for the babies, man. You dig what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing everything on my own now. I might not be able to grow like I want to, doing it by myself, with my team, but that's what it is right now. Cause I done seen enough since I've been out here working. I hope I'm still alive. I hope I'm still alive. Somebody called and interrupted my life. Oh, that's my man Allan calling. See, I'm gonna get Allan. I'm gonna give you a call when I get out of here, my brother. You know I'm still alive. When you call in, it messes up the what's name. Uh, can anybody let me know if I'm still alive? I don't think I am. I see participation zero. Is anyone out there that can tell me if I'm still alive or not? Can you still hear me? Is anybody out there? Is anybody out there? Ain't no sense in me keep going on and on and on if I'm not being heard. Can somebody let me know if I'm being heard? Just had a call that interrupted. Is there anyone out there to let me know if I'm still being heard? This is the Future Crowd of For Real TV. I don't even know if I'm still being heard. Am I still alive? Can somebody give me a thumbs up or say something and let me know if I'm still alive? Suicidal kids. Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Can you let me know if I'm still alive? This is the Future Proud of For Real TV, and I'm still alive. Ain't no sense in me keep talking. I wish somebody let me know. Somebody let me know if I'm still alive. And somebody give me a thumbs up or say something, or I might well stop this and start over. All right. Trying to see if I'm still alive. Okay. I'm not for sure. So I'm gonna sign on out of here. Wait a minute. I'm gonna wait. Can somebody say something? Let me know if I'm still alive. There's two people in the building. Can one of y'all let me know if I'm still alive? Zero people in the building now. I'm just trying to find out was I still alive. Okay, yeah, I'm still alive. Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, suicidal kids, man. Okay, back to what I was saying. You know, um, that's why I'm doing a lot of things on my own now. You know what I'm saying? Uh, don't get me wrong. I say on my own, I mean my team. and one or two other brothers, two or three other brothers, two in Cincinnati that looks out for me. Uh, Brother Tillman. I'm gonna give a shout out to my brother Tillman, um, and my brother Shetty here in Cleveland. And so, with the help of them, higher, with the help of them is where I'm at on doing for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of my kids, and any kid in the hood belong to me, and I don't care where you at. You be in New York City, you still mine. You still belong to me. You dig what I'm saying? Cause I'm a real OG. You got all these people, all these guys out here y'all calling OGs. They ain't no real OG. Cause there's no way a real OG, a real OG is not gonna let these kids be out here the way they out here talking about harming people and or harming themselves. Real OG ain't gonna let that happen. You understand what I'm saying? He gonna try to put something in their ear. Now, there's a difference between old school. It's a difference between old school and an OG. Old school means you just old. That's all. There's a difference. Okay. Okay. Edwin. Okay. Yeah, you go. OG. Okay. Okay. Tell it like it is. Can boss lady please unsubscribe to this person? They stole my store from my store. I don't know who that is, but okay. Uh, that's right, OG. Okay, I'm with you, pops. Okay, yeah, yeah. So we got the you know, so slowly for surely, I know sooner or later I'm gonna have the right I'm gonna have the right brothers and sisters stepping up. But until then, if I got to do the work myself, then that's what it'll be. You understand what I'm saying? I have a team that helps me out, but regardless of what anybody else do, I'm gonna put the work in anyway. You dig what I'm saying? Suicidal kids, man. I talked to these kids about an hour and a half, man. Stop doing what I was doing. How are you? I stopped doing what I was doing. Told them, come on, sit on the porch with me. We sat on the porch and talked for about an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get in their heads, not trying to get in their heads. And they all sat there just listening. That's how I knew I was getting into their heads. Because at first they was trying to overtalk me and battle against me. But once I started getting into their heads, they just sat and listened. That's when I know I was getting into their heads. Okay. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. Stay strong. Yeah, I'm gonna stay strong. Believe that. But yeah, as I was saying, but then I started getting into their heads, and they started listening. Cause you know how young folks is. They want to try to battle with you at first because they think they know more than you. They think, they'll think that you old, you don't know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? But when one of the other little brothers said, "Man, this Top Cat, man, this Top Cat, he be up here messing with us. He be up on that block you talking about spinning. He be up there messing with them. He be up there hollering at them." They say, "Oh, okay, yeah, 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 woo, 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 woo." You know what I'm saying? But then, like I said, when it first started off, they wanted to try to battle with me a little bit. I let them get their little thing out. Then I start breaking it down. I started I started dismantling all their excuses. See, this is what you have to be able to do. But if you ain't from the streets like them, you can't do it. Hey, my brother, if you ain't from the streets like them, you can't dismantle their thinking, their mindset. So it's all about mindset. And that's what I be doing with the young brothers, getting inside their heads. You got to get inside their heads if you're going to do anything with them. Screaming, hollering at them ain't going to do nothing. So all I do is dismantle all their excuses of why they can't do something. I dismantle it. And that's what I did this morning. And they pretty much, when they left my house, a couple of them had smiles on their face when I got finished with them because I know how to make them laugh too. That's how you get into their heads too, make them laugh, you know. So I'm gonna say when they left me, they was in a better place up here, you know. So I just wanted to just share this. Suicidal kids, man. When I say that, it ain't all about them wanting to kill themselves. See, killing another kid is just like committing suicide on themselves. That's what we got to understand. And that's what I was getting them to understand. And that's what I was getting them to understand. Okay? But this is the Future Proud of For Real TV. If it's your first time coming to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up for me. Uh, got some more content gonna be coming up. I got some big things I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna be coming up. I'm trying to get the younger brothers and younger sisters involved with the channel, cause that's what I want to do with this channel. I actually want to just turn it over to them and let them do what they want to do with it. See, cause our kids are chasing the light, but they don't know the greatest light is the light that's inside them. They don't know that the greatest light is what's inside. They're chasing the light, but they don't know the greatest light. The greatest light is what shines from within. Is that light that's within. This is the Future Proud of For Real TV. I'm gonna sign on out of here. Everybody have a great and prosperous day. Peace and black power. Power belongs to the people. Power belongs to the people. I'm out of here.